Good morning and welcome back for another video on myself, Darren, HGV Class 1 driver here in the UK. And today seems to be quite a nice Monday morning. It's currently 6:30. And I would like to start today's video with a massive thank you to everybody that has donated so far for our little charity push. We are currently trying to raise money for bone cancer research, and already we have raised £500, which was our goal initially. And the event doesn't even start until the 14th of June, so thank you very much for everybody that's donated so far. Instead of hitting the target, let's double it, let's smash it, let's quadruple it, let's do what we can, raise as much money and hopefully find a cure for bone cancer research. And also this great charity, they help kids what are in need as well, what are going through treatment, helping the families and everything. The charity event itself is going to be a 24-hour gaming marathon. I know it doesn't sound too much, but me and my friend Eric are going to be up for about 28 hours straight. No rest, no breaks, no sleep, or anything like that. Only toilet breaks and grab something to eat whilst they're on camera. So links will be down below when we are doing the event. If you want to come along, have a chat and just try and keep us up, keep us motivated, you are more than welcome. If you wish to do any more donations, links are down below in the comments. And again, really thank you very much. This really is a charity close to my heart as well, due to my nephew last year passing away due to bone cancer at only 9 years old. It's not great for a child to be going through such a horrific thing. So let's try and do our best to support other families what are going through a similar situation and raise as much money for a fantastic charity. What can we say? And again, thank you for everybody that's donated. Thank you for everybody that says to go be donated on payday, etc. Really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much. And back on to today's trucking video. Tyre tread is all good, just going through doing some vehicle checks now, making sure fuel caps and AdBlue caps are all okay. Get right in there, raise up the suspension, make sure the tyre tread is all good. I know I should be wearing gloves, but I've not got my gloves out just yet. Tyre is looking good, looking round, no damage to the sidewalls, nuts or anything. Fifth wheel looks in good condition. Cables and airs are all tied up where they should be. Don't put them on the deck, because if you put them on the deck, that's what happens. Where the hell has all that grease come from? I was off work on Friday and it's good to see it's still in really nice and neat condition. Perfect. You always dread having that long weekend or a couple of days off work, because 9 out of 10 times you do get back in your truck and it's just not been looked after too well. It's like footprints everywhere. Probably not 9 out of 10, probably 4 out of 10 realistically. But you're always going to get like footprints all over the truck. You get dirt. You have somebody that's eating a Greg's pasty, which is a big no-no if you're eating in trucks, especially Greg's pasties. Don't eat them in the truck. It just goes everywhere. I'm not kidding you. It's literally like a confetti cannon going off inside your truck, but instead of confetti, it is Greg's pasties. And on paper for today, it should be a really nice and easy shift. I say nice and easy shift, depends where cars are parked, because what we're doing today, we're going to be doing 2 shunts over in Southport to our friends with the very narrow gates, and also cars that like to park out on the front, which is a little bit of a pain in the backside when you're trying to get a 40-foot trailer around. And it's, again, very tight. So we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. When we get there, hopefully the cars aren't too bad in a way. But that's what we're doing for today. 2 bell shunts, taking basically stock transfer from their warehouse over to one of their storage places where they keep everything. And after that, property collections around Kirby and Knowsley area. So again, nice and easy. Now the reason why I'm doing that is because today I need to be local, because tomorrow I'm off work. Originally I was going to be doing Bristol, going down Bristol, having a night out, etc. But I couldn't do that one due to a funeral tomorrow. So I've got to go to Milco's funeral. Don't worry, it's not. I've not seen him for a good few years, but I want to go down and pay him respects anyway, because it's still family, and it's down in Peterborough. So for us to get from here, it's going to be about 3.5 hours with traffic, give or take. To try and get there nice and early. We'll be leaving at about 7 o'clock in the morning, get there for about 10:30. Get in the area nice and early, obviously go to the funeral, do your bits, and then come back. So it's going to be a long day tomorrow again, even though I'm not at work. I'm going to be doing a lot of driving though. So that does mean there won't be any vlog for tomorrow night. So again, apologies about that in advance, but unfortunately it can't be helped. But before we go anywhere, we need to try and find ourselves an empty trailer. And what's behind door number 1? Hey, straight away. Little bit of a hold up on the way down. All the road works on East Lancs Road by Knowsley Industry Estate. do believe they're trying to do improvements on the junction. It's causing a lot of chaos in the mornings with traffic. I've been trying to avoid this area as much as I can, this section on the road anyhow. But I set off this morning and absolutely forgot about it, and I need to jump onto the M57 over at Knowsley so I can carry it straight up and then come off the A road, following it all the way down for Southport. I should be there for about 8:30, I think, give or take. Ideally I should have been there for around 8 o'clock, maybe 8, quarter past. But these roadworks is probably going to put me back about 20 minutes all in all. Travelling down the Formby bypass now and approaching more roadworks. Hopefully it's not going to be causing too much of a delay. And it's also known as the A565, this road. I think it's seen on the sign. I'm not too sure what the ETA is though, as I don't currently have the sat-nav on. I've been to this place quite a few times, so kind of off the back of my hand. Well, I do hope everybody had a great weekend. So I've got a 4-day week this week, because I'm off tomorrow, and then next week we've got Bank Holiday Monday. It's got a nice little long weekend away as well. Getting away again in the caravan on Saturday, going up for the 2 nights, and Leanne actually managed to find somewhere. Looks pretty nice. It's like top end of Preston, and it's got a big water park there, so there's great activities for the kids. We can do paddle boarding, windsurfing, or kite surfing, what you want to call it, and a few other little activities as well. So it should be quite good for the little one. I was driving past the RAF base, which is based just on the outskirts of Southport. RAF Woodvale. See the little planes coming out of the hangar. You don't really see too many fighter jets flying around the area. Normally it looks like little one-manner, little propeller planes what are flying around normally. Still pretty cool watching them take off. Oh god, weekend as well. I've been rough as hell all weekend. I think there's another lot of lurgy going around. I wouldn't say it was COVID or anything, it's not that bad. It's really blocked up nose, coughing quite a lot. So I've got a bit of a sore chest, sore throat, as you can probably hear as well, quite nasally and blocked up currently. So apologies in advance for that. Just on the outskirts of Southport now. I think we're probably there in about 20 minutes, give or take. 25 to 9 now. Thank you very much. I'm not going to get my hopes up for a car not being parked right across the way. But you just got to take your time. Oh god, it does look busy down here. You just got to take your time and try and do what you can. And location that we're reversing into is just here on the right hand side. You might just be able to come into camera shot about now where that yellow van is. And yep, cars parked right across the way. Not just cars but vans and everything else. Got the hazard lights on, driving nice and slow. Keep an eye on the passenger side, just to make sure nobody comes flying around behind. A little bit like that. Driving on the path. Really close to the car that's parked right across the way. Absolutely perfect. Quite impressed myself with that. Can't see anything out the side. Take it nice and slow. Looks busy down this car park today. I think we've got more roadworks going on. I don't know if it's the car park that's getting done. It was a few months back. You alright, mate? Seems to be a little bit of a change of plan. Normally, I'd come here in the morning, load up with loads of stock to do stock transfer over to their Knowsley site. But it seems, instead, I'm going to be taking these pallets across the road to their other yard, which is literally around the corner from where I am now. But again, that's a little bit of a tricky one because you get cars parked right outside again. And I don't think I'll be able to make a left turn coming out of here, so I have to do a right turn onto the road where I came from, reverse it back into the yard at the back of the co-op, and then go forward that way instead. Might be a little bit easier. This is the gate we had to reverse through. I might just be able to make that left turn. Just about. Trailer can cut around path a little bit, it's alright. And we need to reverse in right where that car's just stopped. So we'll go drive a little bit past them, get the hazard lights on, and reverse back into it. Cars aren't too close, so it's not too bad. Might be able to get in there all right. Slow down, let this car past. Try and get ourselves at a good angle. Keep it nice and close, and go cut the curb a little bit. A nice lock on the steering wheel. Very, very close to that red car. Parked right across the way. A little bit more left turn, back to the right. Try straighten it up a little bit. Perfect. Get loaded up with more stock to take over to their third warehouse, which I didn't even know they had. Departing warehouse number 2 and down the road to number 3. It looks a little bit tight down here as well. Just cars everywhere. By the looks of it though, this one has got a lot better yard. I'll be able to turn it around in here, no problems. Say that. Got a better idea. We'll make use of this little T-junction. And it'll be easier then to reverse off the road to where we need to go. It's still a little bit of a tight angle actually, it's quite deceiving. Right past that car, just about. There's about a foot over here, probably wouldn't be able to get that. Yeah, it's a really weird angle that. I don't know why when they built the fence they've done it so narrow. Should have widened the gates a little bit more so you can get a nice swing. But hey ho, that's just me. And that's the bit I'm talking about really. It's not really like it's not straight, it's on like a weird angle, like a 45-degree angle. I'm absolutely shattered today, I really am. Just waiting to get loaded up at the third warehouse at the moment. I think there's only 3 pallets coming off and then 2 getting loaded up. Just trying to check in the mirror, see where they're at. Kind of my own fault, I'm a little bit tired. I stayed up a little bit last night to about 11:30. Lost track of time, completely lost track of time. And then I was up for work What time did I wake up? Was it 5 o'clock, I think it was? So I've had literally 5.5 hours sleep, if for that. And I definitely need to start drinking more water. So today we are having a strawberry shark flavoured by Holy. And it's an energy drink, 0 sugar, no taurine, so it's a little bit healthier than some of the off-the-shelf ones. All you do, mix it up with some water in the shaker. And after a little 30-second shake, if that, drink and consume. And first time trying out strawberry one. It's not too bad. Mouth feels a little bit dry, if we're being completely honest with you, but the flavours are nice. If you want to save yourself a couple of quid, if you are interested in buying some of the Holy drinks to do hydration, energy and fruit tea flavours, link is down below and code just here as well. Save yourself a couple of quid. Back at the first site now. Trying to angle the trailer as best as we can. Looks quite good, that. And just following the curb line with the axle. A little bit of a left steer. Still keeping that black car that's across the way from the gate. A little bit more of a left turn. Crikey, that's close. Careful of the wing mirrors. Over on the passenger side, probably about that much space between the mirrors and the wall. Straight up and down we go. Job's a good one. That's everything loaded up and secured. Curtain strapped up and secured. And away we go. To get to Knowsley, our destination, it's going to take approximately 1 hour. And the time is currently just gone 11:30. But on the way down, I do need to take a break for 45 minutes so that'll clear the driving time and the working time directives. Because I started at 6:30 this morning. I need to make sure I take a break before 12:30.
Side pedestrian.
If you've got any questions about the vlog or anything about HGV driving, let me know down below in comments. I'll try my best to answer as much as I can. But as a career wise, would I recommend it? Personally, yeah. I absolutely love driving. Love being out on a big open road. You feel like you're your own boss. But again, it depends what type of company you're working for. Espresso seem really good to work for. I get along with everybody, even people higher up are all dead nice and chat to you. Leave you alone to do what you need to do most of the time. Just come in, get your paperwork and off you go. It's the way you want it. But however, I have been to places in the past when I was doing concreting. I won't mention the company's name, but it's doing class 2 concreting with the wheelbarrows. And yeah, I enjoyed doing the work itself, wheelbarrowing. That was good exercise. And outside all the time, so you get fresh air, which was good. But however, the gaffer, he was a right pain in the backside, I'm not gonna lie. He was constantly on the phone. constantly hounding you. Where you at? Why you not done that one yet? Well, you need to be at the next one. Go and get this done. Why are you driving that way? It's like, what? Even like, yeah, I'm just following the sat-nav. Never been to this place before. First time. He's like, well, why don't you go down this way instead? Go around there. You're like, there's a low bridge down there, mate. You can't really go that way. Oh, yeah, absolute pain in the backside it was. So it just depends on what company you work for and what type of work are you after. Are you after somewhere where you're driving long distance, sitting on a bay for a little bit, 1 or 2 drops, or you're staying more local, doing 10 or 15 drops, but day does go really quick at the same time. And class 1 work, it's quite rare that you do any manual handling. I mean, like really extremely rare. And I do find class 1 work easier than class 2. There's a lot of places that you visit, believe it or not, there's more and better access for the class 1 than what you do with the class 2s. Class 2s, you could be down some tiny little residential street with cars either side, and then you got to make a delivery to somewhere, so you got to get your little pump truck, jump on the back of it, tail lift. Yeah, it can be a little bit of a pain sometimes. Don't get me wrong though, you do get some tight yards, as you've seen, for class 1 driving. If you're watching my vlogs, you know what I'm on about. But yeah, every day, you can't predict what time you're going to be finishing. That's one of the downsides. So it can be quite hard. For an example, if you've got a dentist appointment to finish for 4 o'clock, because you could be planned a really good route for finishing at 3 o'clock, but then you get stuck in traffic for a little bit, and that just puts you way far behind. Which happened to me last week. I was meant to finish at 4, finished at 4:30 because I was stuck in loads of traffic. Can't be helped. I always say to people, some days you get some really good days, and then some days you can get some nightmare days. But overall, it's a good experience. If you do something for a job that you love and enjoy, it's not a bad thing, is it? I'm just going to stop. Actually, I need to get in that lane anyway. In a minute, you've got all the cars parked up on the left hand side. I'm going to be a little bit cheeky. I'm not going to push my way in as such. But left hand lane, got all the cars parked there, so it's just easy to stick in the right lane for myself. Flick them hazard lights, say thanks. Arrived over to the client now for 1:15. And I've taken a 45-minute break already, so that's all the breaks taken care of for today. However, there's at least 2 trucks in front of me to get onto the bays. Unfortunately, I could be here for a lot longer than planned. Just been round the corner, got sorted out with the goods in team, and because there's 2 trucks in front of me already, he said I'm going to be at least an hour before I can get onto the bay myself. I'll speak to one of the other drivers. I think the fellow who's in... Where's my hand? There, that truck. He said he was here the other week for 7 hours, so hopefully it's not going to be as long as that. On a good note, really nice sun, the weather's really nice. Shame I don't have a little deck chair, I can sit out and just chill out for a little bit, but yeah, at least I got my laptop as well, watch a bit of Netflix I suppose, may as well. Time is now 13:45, ready to go into the bay. Whilst I was waiting, this fella's parked there with not a lot of space for me to try and get out. So I need to try and move it forward, angle it, and then reverse at a different angle. Hopefully they're not going on the bay. I think so, yeah. We've been here now literally 2 hours just to speak to this fella here as well. And we was thinking, these guys are taking a piss here, trying to jump the queue. Turns out, fair enough to the driver, not his fault. Sometimes you do get drivers where they do try and push the luck, try and like jump past everybody. But this fella has been told by the business to jump ahead of me because suppose they're booked in earlier than us, and we're technically on like a day rate for them because we're doing like subcontracting work for them. So our hands are technically tied, and I've got to wait for him to come off bay 3, then I can go on to bay 3 to get unloaded. Their gaffers just came out. He reckons this fella should be done in about 30-40 minutes, and then I should be able to get unloaded. Fingers crossed, and then that would be 3 hours waiting to get unloaded. Oh, at least the sun's shining. I'll get me a nice tan on my arm at least. And the reason why everybody's stressing in the office and a little bit about myself is because I'm around the corner for one of our clients, or 2 of them actually, and the time is 3 o'clock now. So if I don't get on bay, get offloaded, and then try to get there before 4 o'clock, it's not going to happen now, is it? So I've just seen my scanner. It's been updated, the PDA. And instead of going around the corner, I'm actually going to St. Helens now doing a trailer swap. So that means they've had to bring a driver from St. Helens area all the way down to Knowsley, make the 2 collections before 4 o'clock so the clients have stayed happy around the corner. And then I've now got to go to St. Helens trailer swap and then back to Ashton to get unloaded. A little bit of a pain mixing everything around, and obviously inconvenience as well for a business as a whole, because we're moving drivers from St. Helens to come down here, and I've got to go to St. Helens a little bit later on. And I think it's going to be about 4:30 before leaving here. And unfortunately, from time to time, you do get them days where it doesn't go quite to plan, but it's still quite a nice and easy day, isn't it, at the end of it? So I can't really complain too much. I'm paid by the hour, no stress for me. But yeah, let's just crack on with it. And it probably wouldn't have been so bad as well if somebody from the actual business came out to me and said, "Hi mate, you okay? I hope you don't mind, but the guy's booked in before you, so is he okay to jump before?" It would have been a lot better instead of leaving me out in alert thinking this guy's actually jumping the queue. And then, do you know what I mean? 'Cause a lot of drivers, especially if they lose their temper quickly, they probably start arguing with each other out there, like causing chaos. I've seen it happen so many times in the past, I really have, where you get 2 hot-headed drivers just coming to blows nearly because somebody's jumped in front of them, but the warehouse have told them and not communicated it with the drivers. It's just something simple like that, really, isn't it? Just, food for thought. I'm taking it wide to swing it back in. A little bit of a tight one to try and get on this bay. Is that when you got the sun in your eyes? Oh, not too bad for first attempt. That's about as far as it can go. There's not a lot of space to play around with, that's for sure. Straighten it up. Right, wrong bay. Just got to straighten the unit up a little bit more. And there we have it. It's currently been 3 hours since he arrived here, but at least they're unloading me at the moment, so hopefully it won't be too much longer. We can only hope, at least, anyway. Time is just approaching 10 to 5 already. It's gone really, really quick today, even though it's taken literally 4 hours to get unloaded at the place we've just come from. Well, 3.5 all in all. Still a while though, isn't it? And we're off to St Helens now. Do a quick trailer swap, and then we've got to go to Ashton, unload the trailer, and then get back to the yard, drop the trailer, park up the unit, and then jobs are good. And I'm thinking I'm going to get into the St Helens job for maybe 5:15, I'm going to say. Quick turnaround, leave the yard for 20 to 6, and then I've got to travel 20 to 6 through St Helens to get to Ashton. I'm in two minds really, whether to come back on myself, jump back onto the M62, onto the M6 northbound, or cut through St Helens itself, which might be easier anyway on the A58, and that'll take me straight up towards Ashton. Instead of going through Ashton itself, I'll wait up with traffic on the way down, see which way is quickest, or which one's looking like it's going to be the quickest. And if it looks like it's backed up a bit, I'll be then moving up to the M6 instead, and then come off at junction 26, or is it junction 25 Wigan? I can't remember off the top of my head. I think it might be junction 25. And then drive down to Ashton, because sometimes that is a little bit quicker, believe it or not, instead of going to Ashton itself. But it being about 5:30, 20 to 6 driving it might be alright. Traffic might have died down a little bit. It's not been a bad day overall. A lot of waiting around and quite a few tight reverses. Definitely keeps you on your feet, that's for sure. Without trying to jinx ourselves, but if the roads stay the way they are at the moment, it shouldn't be too bad. You gotta stay positive, haven't you? I'll think about the positive outcomes of stuff instead of thinking what ifs. I can't believe it's 10 to 5 already though, it's just gone so quick. Hopefully traffic is going to be like this tomorrow driving down to Peterborough. From Warrington, it's quite a long drive. I should know, I've done it a couple of times in the truck. We're saying that, in a truck I can only do 56 miles per hour, so it's probably an extra hour longer really, isn't it? Instead of doing 70 in a car. And the route I'm thinking about taking is going down the M6, cutting through Stoke, over the A50, down to the M1, cut it down through Leicester, following the Leicester Ring Road. I think it's the A4, oh guys, the A14, I think it might be, or the A46, can't think of the top of it, it's either one of them anyway. Cut around the A road all the way down to Peterborough. It's normally alright that route, to be fair. Certainly better than going down the M6 past Birmingham. Saying that, if I go through the toll road, miss Birmingham, jump back onto the M6, and then carry down the A14, and then go like up on an angle to get there, that's not a too bad route. Well, that nearly didn't go to plan, did it? Trying to go underneath the trailer because it's a bit of weight inside the trailer. Lifted it up as you normally would. As I went to reverse back, it started to wheel spin a little bit. Because we've had no rain for the last couple of weeks over here in the UK, the floor is just dust. Oh, I should not have done that, should I? Well, that's how bad it is at this car park. As I went underneath, raised it up, it was just getting a little bit stuck, so I'd done a bit of a wheel spin, and then all of a sudden, it pelted the truck backwards, nearly hitting too hard against this. Luckily, I only do the accelerator just a little feather at a time. You don't want to do it too much, just in case. So then just come off the accelerator and it just stops itself pretty much, and then gently guide it in for the rest of it. So on dry, dusty ground like this, just be careful of the wheel spin. Not too bad timing. Just about to hit 5:30, and we're just about to leave the client in St Helens. I've decided to go through St Helens itself instead of going back on myself and around on the motorways. Seems to be a little bit backed up though. Not too much. Take it nice and wide. That was one of the companies that I nearly worked for, G. Whittaker's. When I was looking for a job at the time, both SSO and Whittaker's both pretty much rang me up on the same day, but SSO got there a couple of hours earlier, asked me to come in for interview, and here I am now. So Whittaker's rang me just as I got pretty much the interview set up for SSO. Don't seem a bad company to work for, to be honest. I've known somebody who used to work there a while back. Quite enjoyed it. Okay, seems to be okay so far, the traffic. It's going to get a little bit busier just past these lights. Normally it's busy down here as well. Overall, traffic today has been really well. It took me by surprise. I was expecting to be a little bit more busier throughout the whole day. Back at the yard now for 6 o'clock. Just been speaking to one of the other drivers, then he got held up on the M56. Suppose there's been quite a bad accident. I don't think anybody was hurt, but it's just caused a couple of our drivers who was in that area a little bit of delays, really, unfortunately. And I'm next to go in, so there's only one more in front of me, and I'm going to call it a day on a video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did enjoy it and you're new, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, all I need to do is drive back to Haydock, drop the trailer, park up the unit, and then that's me done. Hopefully I should be finished for about 6:30, which isn't too bad in a way. Nice little 12-hour shift done anyway. So thanks very much, take care of yourself, and as always, keep on trucking, stay safe. Bye for now.